Hi, you've selected option 5, the Nonprofit Communications Campaign. This is likely because you like the idea of advertising or doing something with social media. In this particular task, you're really going to be part of what's known as a nonprofit communications firm, which is trying to get the message out of what are nonprofits trying to communicate to young people to get them to be aware and maybe take action. The options are here. There's several different kinds of nonprofits. One is a French-speaking nonprofit, one is a Spanish-speaking nonprofit, and the others are English. But these are real agencies that have agreed to work with us here in West Windsor, Plainsboro. The idea is that you're going to figure out the message, the one big idea that your organization is trying to convey to teenagers, and the best way to tell it. Therefore, you have to do a little bit of research. One, on your nonprofit organization to figure out what their message is. Secondly, to collect data from teenagers on their awareness level around these ideas, how they prefer to get their communication, and from there develop an awareness campaign through creating advertisements, educational materials, or some kind of social media outreach like Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram or things like that. One thing you should know though, we ran into this issue before, you cannot use their trademark image and go live with these things since people out in the real world will think that these are actually coming from that organization. So you just have to be a little careful about that. So once you've decided that's what you want to do, what you would do is go to the Project Resources page. And on the Project Resources page, you would go to option 5 and you'd look at the task sheet. And because there's different options here, you'll see different task sheets. And the different task sheets, this is the French option from ATD. There's CARE, there's Promujer, which is the Spanish option, the Hunger Project, and WGG, which is Working Girls Group. So let's just take a look at the Hunger Project. And it gives you a little bit of background of who you are, that you're a nonprofit communication firm, gives you an example of what an awareness campaign is, and provides links here. Big Duck NYC is one of the largest nonprofit campaign organizations in the country, and so they have a lot of good resources because they do this work for real. And then they tell you your task and some examples of other nonprofit campaigns, so you could look at exemplars of the kind of thing that you can do. Texting and driving, pregnancy awareness, Math for America, and cancer awareness. Then it gives you a little bit of a background on your client and the product that they're looking for. And then some very specific criteria for success. A clear targeted message, that you have the target audience in mind and you're using data to support your ideas. And then you're going to develop a campaign that raises awareness and uncovers key interests and misconceptions among the target audience. And then you have to include at least 3 of the following, 2 of which must be fully developed. And then you do a 10-minute presentation. So when you go back here, the other thing is you'll know there's rubrics that are provided for this. And in this one, you'll be judged on your creative problem solver, how well you define the problem, how well you develop an original and creative campaign, and how well you solve the problem, as well as how well you communicate, impact the judges, and collaborate. Additionally, there are some getting started websites for you that we put together on the Symbaloo site that will help you start your research before you start to go specifically into the research involving your client. Once you've decided this is what you want to do, whether you're a community student, you would click here, or a Grover student, you click here, and then you'd sign up for that